applications is presented to the public, so you'll have some more public hearings.
Okay.
Will you need a task force?
Well, that's an optional, since it is an urgent need situation, the task force is optional. And so we can move much more quickly without the task force, since it's not required. And that's another thing I asked the grant people. I said, "What do you need assistance?" And they say, "Well, it's optional."
I
So
always thought it was required.
it is if you want to increase your score in the normal program. But since this is the non-normal, since, this is the non-normal program, I think you're gonna, like I said, there's not gonna be anybody else but you. It's not an issue as far as scoring.
Personally, I know it's gonna slow it down a little bit, but I'd rather have the input of the community.
But yeah, you can certainly have it if you want.
I
I mean,
think we did get our fifth one at the last hour.
Yeah, she got a hold of them, so we're ready.
Okay, yeah. I've got it all set up for the meetings and stuff, but if you want to do that, we can certainly do. So there's gonna be a citizens advisory task force meeting. Normally you do a fair housing meeting in the normal program. We'll do that since that's then we'll have the first public hearing. And then develop the grant application and then have the actual draft application. Have another public hearing. So we're hoping maybe by the end of April. Hopefully, submit. Then we're gonna stay in there. We want you to review this and award the grant immediately. See what they say.
What hours would the task force be needed?
What hours?
Yes, at their meeting.
They usually meet like an hour before this.
4 o'clock before the.
Before council.
The reason I'm asking is because it's nature. I was interested.
She's the fifth one.
Okay.
She's throwing on home now. We appreciate it.
We love it.
Thank you, Ms. Mitchell.
So
What you want us to do, John?
So you want me to go at this point? Just this informational?
The
Well,
next
right
one,
now.
we're approving the task force, so that's the official kickoff, I guess.
Okay. And the roads we're looking at paving are not county-owned roads.
So, I don't know, it's Center Street all the way to 19 from the whole CRA area.
Yeah, right.
So it went through to
Well, it's more than the CRA, but anyway, from Center to 19.
Center to 19, Drew to Veterans North. maybe.
Yeah. so-
What about Willow? Willow.
It's not ours.
Between 19 and there, but in front of
Rose
the,
City Park.
yeah,
Right there by the park.
by the vet's office.
Because that's not, well, it doesn't have to be in the CRA.
Before you all could pave every road that came to the park.
We can,
So you want to
Throw
exclude
that in there.
I'll just, I grabbed the CRA, but it's already established.
what, add Willow, please?
Yeah, because Dr. Owens is there or something, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
you got businesses, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I understood what you were saying
Sure,
about
yeah.
19.
Anyway, so we want to go ahead and move forward with it. So we want to go ahead and move forward with this, agenda item 6C, which is, 6B, which is, we want to go ahead and move forward with that.
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, agenda item 6C is going to be the approval of the members of the CDBG Citizens Advisory Task Force. And council will take any actions deemed necessary.
I think Mr. Easton.
Are you finished with your presentation? I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Okay.
So I'll just coordinate with the city manager with the upcoming public hearings.
Okay.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good. Thank you very much.
So we already got members for this test?
Yes, ma'am.
We do.
And we touched base on this week, yeah.
It's,
Can we get the names?
Robin Davis. Raven Bryant. Shanita Jones,
Nelda Pace.
Nelda Pace, Parker.
Okay.
Parker Pace, and then Ms. Mitchell's willing to serve. That'll be 5.
Okay, so you got it.
Ms. Mitchell, you ready to join the? Very good.
She's a real.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's the second one?
Raven.
Raven.
Raven Bryant.
Brian.
She works in the water department.
You'll have that one city employee.
Mhm.
So need a jealous case city employee.
We have a motion do we make a motion on this or?
Probably.
All right, let's make, do we have a motion?
Motion.
Have a second?
Second,
Roll call, please.
Councilmember Hampton,
Yes.
Councilmember Woodhull,
yes.
Vice Mayor Landry,
Yes.
Mayor Ketchum.
Yes. Agenda item 6D, approval of minutes for the March 12th, 2024 regular session.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, Ms. Lethal.
I don't know why I'm.
I love the notes.
Great job, Christie.
Uh,
Great job.
Thank you. I appreciate
Call Jordan again.
All right, we just need a roll call.
it. Councilmember Hampton,
Yes.
Councilmember Woodhull,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Landry,
Yes.
Mayor Ketchum.
Yes. City staff, John, you have anything?
I think there's somebody coming next thing.
I think some council.
Sorry?
Audience people want to talk.
Yeah, I made since this staff time, we had a couple folks come in that late that didn't. Would like to address council.
Maybe you need to read your phone.
Read what they
There are people who arrive late who wants, from
They
a
want to
couple who
talk.
wants to have an opportunity to address the council and look at general public comments, if you will allow that.
Yeah. Let's go.
My name is Anthony Williams, and I had 2 weeks ago from my drive. I'm here about the water situation that we've been fighting for 5 years up here. I was the initial person to make the complaints on it. I've been out here several. I'm trying to figure out the water is leaking and so nasty out there, you can even get to animals. It's serious. The toilets are almost brown. I mean, you white clothes are brown. You can't even use the water to get the bill, it's still $2. I don't understand what's going on.
Is that the one we were talking about, the same one we were talking about before?
Uh-huh.
We talked about the guys.
218.
Sorry?
He's pretty much on the parallel side of the news from the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been a person complaining, coming up here about,
Never heard.
since I came back here after retiring from the military, that water is nasty.
Well, we're moving forward and get it taken care of.
We had someone earlier tonight come and tell us about their problem with the water, and you're in the same neighborhood they are.
Yes.
And the water department has already figured out something that they can do. We're gonna get a contractor to look at it and get moving with it.
Yeah, but why is it taking so long? Because I've been coming here for 5 years.
Can't answer that question for you. We can,
5 years.
we're a new council. We're doing what we can.
So
That's ridiculous.
we've said, yeah, we're gonna move forward with this. I mean, as soon as we can possibly get it done, we're gonna get it done, but we've made this a priority.
I mean,
Get this fixed.
And we paying water, we can't even use it.
Sure,
Would you tell them what you're thinking?
Stephanie made a note of these addresses to waive the, water bills till it's fixed.
It's basically probably gonna be that whole.
I think you
circle.
also need to go back and give them adjustment on the water
Well,
bill.
Your city manager will have to
look into
that to see what kind of dollar
You will.
Yeah, because I mean, at the storm, it went up. And then, like, it's just crazy. Like I said, I was the initial person to make the complaint. I came back here in
You were
2015.
at a meeting here?
No, I didn't. I was going up to the
Okay,
city.
never seen.
I never challenged it. I was up here, I was being contracted back and forth. But I totally retired in 2015 and came back here.
let me ask you this, you said after the storm, you say that it got worse after the storm?
It was bad, but no, I say the bill went up.
Oh, the bill went up.
And the water still, you couldn't use
Okay. Did you notice any difference between the storm and not the storm?
it.
It didn't matter.
It's been bad the whole time.
Okay.
It's been bad. They put something over there the other day and then this weekend, it was just like, the water was just like you have it outside and it's got mildew in it. It looked like that. You couldn't even, I mean, you can't even make calls, you can't do nothing. Can't get it to the dogs because I don't want the dog.
Where are you gonna start the
Flusher got us
Flushing.
involved today, actually.
What's that?
The blusher was installed earlier today.
Okay.
It's gonna
It is
start,
up and running.
it's gonna start running through the
It ran
night.
immediately as soon as he installed it, and now it's gonna be set up to run on a every other day basis, on a timer. In the evenings after dark, where nobody's gonna have the issue.
It's on the far corner of the loop.
Yes.
Okay.
It's across.
I've seen that.
Yeah, they're gonna, I think, you're trying to flush the water out so the pipe can, clean itself out. In the meantime, we're working toward getting with the contractor and getting that whole thing fixed.
About 4 years ago, they did that. They, the spiritual yard across the street, they ran over water for about, what, a week?
Mhm.
They did nothing.
Well, we don't get engineers to come out there and see what can be done about it.
Get the Florida.
Water just run, right, for a whole week.
Mhm.
They changed nothing.
Okay.
We
We
got
will know something about it, what you said, the next meeting, John, where we're headed at with it.
Yeah, I don't know how fast they can do a study on that, but something like that, sounds like more just, there's something else going on.
It is.
I don't-
Mhm.
I don't
It's
want-
gotta be something in that line.
It's probably a well.
Mr. Williams,
We
are
need
you,
permission to go on the private property, look for the well.
are you using bottled water for most of your essentials like shower?
Yeah, you can't use this stuff.
Have you, and could you give a roundabout figure on how much money you were spending on using bottled water versus the water you pay for?
I go through the packs of water, I go through like about 6 or 7 a week.
And in your household, how many
It's
people?
just me right now.
Are you attempting, not that you have to run the water a long time in hopes of getting it clear, or are you giving up on that aspect?
I gave up because I tried that. Because they came by and said that, you're not using enough water. So we ran water, but I don't see how now, because at the time, we had more people in the house. We had a washing machine going in the house, I run the water, wash cars and stuff, and it still was the same. So that's not working.
Yeah, like I said, we're moving forward on it. It's that, this best thing possible to get it done. And you're gonna have somebody from the water,
Audible water system.
probably water. FRU come in and they're gonna test it. They're gonna advise us what we need to do and we're gonna move forward pretty quick. We understand where you're coming from.
This was covered pretty deeply and you can listen to it on YouTube.
I was just letting you know, only because, it was an extensive conversation, including things that haven't worked in the past and things that I've tried. And also sharing like you have, how it's impacted your life, particularly the issue of paying for water that you can't use.
There was my neighbor, she came by the house about a week ago and said, son,
That's
I believe that's what we're.
Ms. Hampton?
I only have one thing to say. This been going on 2 years. We're not aware of it.
Mhm.
This should not happen in the city of Perry. Thanks. Huh? 5 years?
5 years.
Oh, well, she said too, but
I've been coming up here for 5 years. My mom been dead for 2, and it was before my mom died.
Which one?
Vera?
Miss Vera, her mom. That she can't find.
My nephew's father.
He just looked different, yeah.
I sure do.
They're getting, they're gonna take care of it.
Anthony, we're gonna stay on it.
All right, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Graywood.
He just looked different. You know, retired, that big.
Good afternoon. Good
Hello,
evening.
good evening.
I do not apologize for coming up here and interrupting y'all, because I didn't have no utility to shave, take a bath, or brush my teeth. Over 27 years, I have had this problem in my neighborhood, at my residence, 705 12th Street.
Your name, sir? I'm so sorry.
My name is Charlie Gray.
Oh, you're Mr. Gray, okay.
Yes, I am.
Just don't know.
Like you, Mr. Hart.
Right here.
You, Mr. John Hart. Good evening. So you're the one, the city manager. Okay, I should be talking directly to you because everybody falls up under you, right? You need to look into this problem because I'm very upset. I had 7 surgeries, I had open heart surgery, I had triple bypass surgery. I got home healthcare nurse coming to see me, they cannot wait on me because I don't have no utility. And that pisses me off.
When you say you don't have utilities, you mean the water's
No
not,
utilities. All day, couldn't use my bathroom or nothing. And I have had extensive surgery.
It's for one day.
I can't go to catch
He got cut off today for not paying.
this morning without any warning or anything. And I paid the bill. They charge me for something that's been occurring for 20-some years, get your older workers back like Joe Bilton, and they'll tell you this problem existed 20 years ago. And this didn't come fix the problem. Now I got to pay the difference and I'm on a fixed income. That doesn't make any sense.
I've already taken it home. We got to cut back.
Yeah, I had to pay for it.
Now we got it.
Oh, I got to pass from a pocket where I had to cut back on.
right,
It's in my wallet right now.
but did you credit it back to the
You
account?
gonna credit back to the account, that's what you
Why
said.
can't you credit back to my wallet? It came out my wallet. I got to pay all the bills.
Now you paid for it.
I paid all the other bills. What they charge me for coming out there unstopping the city right away sewage. $150 dollars.
We took that off today, Saturday.
Okay, that's all. Now for me paying what to be cut back on, I'm gonna be reimbursed that,
Whatever that fee was, yes.
or that's gonna be in cash.
There should have been.
I paid it in cash.
Yeah, there's no fee to reconnection, did you?
But it wasn't my problem. It was on the city. They the one that diagnosed the wrong situation. If it was my problem, I would have had that problem for it left my sewage line. But it didn't occur then. It occurred out there on the city. But I'm paying the difference. That upsets me high. Now, if they have to rush me back to Capital Region tonight, I'm gonna send y'all the bill. Because my heart is racing right now.
We took the fee off, I got to cut back on.
Oh, after I paid them up there, go up there and pay his couple, the one of them had to help me back to my vehicle. To try to get up there to pay the bill.
Whatever the sewer fee was.
But now, this, here go the problem. Y'all busted the line 20 years ago and didn't come back and repair it. I kept saying it's okay, as long as y'all come once a year and clear the line out so it goes straight on the manhole. That's what they did this time, went to the manhole and unstopped it, but I'm paying the difference. But you say you're gonna clear that, right? Okay, now, are you gonna come repair the sewage line out there?
Yeah, come check it.
Now you did the one next door, you gave them a new line and everything.
Come check it out.
Tomorrow,
I'll see what we got in here.
I want you to come see it so you know I'm not lying.
I don't know about sewers.
I want you to come see it, that you see that it's not on my property.
I go back.
What time? My number is 850-223-1779. I'm not hard to find. I'm the crooked man that shut up in the house.
All right.
Screen in porch. I want to do something about this problem.
What's the last four you know?
I'm just gonna say, Jamie, will you take it?
You do that. I'm headed back to the house now because they stirred all my ears.
850-223.
I'm tired of piss with that.
What's that?
850-223-1779.
I got his number.
Charlie.
I'm gonna say,
Hey,
Jamie,
the cheaper brand. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm pissed off.
All right.
I'm pissed right now. I don't want to talk. I don't want to go back to it.
Tasha, get him on home.
Take care.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
All right.
Well, I'm saying it was something because I've dealt with it for 2 weeks.
Yo, hold on, say Danielle, yes, ma'am.
He had a call out on him. Our guys went and cambered the line, our line was clear and okay. He got the $150 charge and that's when he called saying it's on our line. By that time, Greeks had already pushed to our line and we had to clear our line out and he admitted to pouring grease in the city's line. But he didn't, I'm just letting y'all know that that's what's happening.
Well, then he changed his story, because he called everybody, he became the police department. Because then by the time I got him, he fixed the story where it's not that, but the workmen, when they cambered it, the grease was coming out of his pipe,
Yeah.
not the guy's 60 feet either side of him. It's just sludge. But then there's more.
That's
Yeah,
the
let's
first I've
go.
heard that something's been wrong with it for 20
But there's
years.
more.
That's the first time he's mentioned that.
Hey, John.
Well, they were fine.
John, you got anything? for the council, Penny?
I think the chief was trying to say something.
Banners,
Or on,
Shirley, banners. I'm just calling her name, because her and I've been
Mhm.
red team this for million years. Okay, so Danielle's building that got demolished, and most of the flags that were up on the poles are gone. The ones that were demolished got mildewed and everything else. So FEMA will reimburse us something for redoing the banners. But the umbrellas are $265 a piece now. And we need to spend some money while we can get FEMA to pay for some of it. $265 a piece, and most of the ones on 19 are gone, and I don't know if we just have this one set of green out here that survived the storm.
What was that? Selling for 100, I mean.
Inferior quality. Okay. The thing is, if you're gonna do it right.
Bring us some prices.
Well, we can look into it, but here's the deal. We need to just decide on a couple of sets, like a Christmas set. And, you know, a patriotic set, something we can leave up 3-4 months out of the year. So I need feedback on what you want to spend, because, you know, we can go cheap, but then we'll be talking about this 5 years from now.
Wind blows gone. You're gonna do it right.
So the umbrellas are better quality.
That is high, yeah.
Where's the umbrella?
Sunbrellas, name of a company,
Oh.
and they do like our awnings where they don't fade. And we won't get any light colors.
Yeah, because the last ones, they were
But-
awful.
No, all the pretty colors that, they were fine, it's just the
The
light
one-
ones.
The ones from the chambers. I love those.
And those are umbrellas too,
Yeah,
but the
they-
prices have gone up.
Yeah, but that's not $150.
And Dawn said she'll kick in, about $2,000 towards it as well.
These are one for 19? or-
Yes, 19's mostly, and we have to get a bunch of the kits too for, installations, they're about $120 a piece.
Didn't Super Buff say they would help with some of that?
Girl, Super Cup just lied, I think.
Oh, I need to make.
They said they would buy, Benita, they said they would buy one banner.
well, they also got bought out by another company, so
Yeah, that's true, they did.
What happened?
They got bought out by another company.
I don't know where they're
So it don't matter
at life
anymore.
anymore.
But it was one thing.
Oh, but he said he was still there. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Anything else, Penny?
I'll look into some more prices.
And bring us some proof of it, please.
And then we'll just resurrect the state artwork and some of the designs we already had for holidays and, you know, Christmas and patriotic, at least that's a start.
Okay.
Whatever we spend now, at least we'll get.
Tell the county strong.
So that's something you wanted to have, we could look on that. And maybe, and maybe, well, I like all those various ones we had on the uplift and everything.
I
So
like them too.
that'd be a good set. So we'll look at 3 sets like that. And then, and FEMA will reimburse us what they give us and be done with it.
Okay.
So do you have anything?
CDBG grant covered, that was fine.
Not on 19.
Oh, 19. You gotta be uptown.
I have no, I'm working on projects, but I have no updates.
Okay. Irishman,
I do have a couple of things.
our Irish chief.
There still are too many side conversations going on in this room,
Agreed.
especially for Christie to be able to keep minutes. We all need to be aware of that. I've tried to keep myself from making comments, and I'm going to continue to do it. But for her sake and the ability to make sure we have accurate meeting minutes, let's remind ourselves that we need to be. And then I have one more thing. And this is straight out of our agenda tonight. Nor is it time for personal accusations or derogatory remarks to or about council. I think we need to also remember we should not be making derogatory remarks to citizens when they're speaking about their problems. And we just did that in this room. And when we were talking about Charlie Gray and the issue. I think that's inappropriate for us to do that as well, just like we don't want them doing it to us. We don't need to do it to the citizens. So we need to be very careful on how we hold and compose ourselves in this room. We need to be professional because that's what we need to be. And other than that, that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Jamie.
Any else? Stephanie? Anyone? What's happening?
Since we're not doing neighborhood revitalizations, anything. Could we add maybe about $50,000 to demolition? So that we can get back to cleaning up our neighborhoods? I know you need to have an amendment or whatever.
Can we do that here in budget time?
I think we can do that before budget time. We need to get on that now.
Well, let's spend what we got first.
Or whatever way you wanna do it. If we don't start doing something,
I don't know of any that we own that we can demolish.
That's the problem.
I don't know of any buildings that we own that we can demolish besides old water plant. They're all river that was.
well, we need to start back having code enforcement meetings. I have not received anything, and it's been a long time, concerning who's going to code enforcement, who's been cited or anything.
You all
What are
normally
we, are we paying the lawyer for that? Or what's
We
going
have
on?
code enforcement.
I have not received
every
anything.
month.
Yeah.
So that's what I was gonna ask you, did you all used to receive your court time?
Yes, I want to know
Okay.
who's been cited.
Well, let Jamie.
There are 17 items for code enforcement on the next agenda.
Please, please,
There's a code enforcement agenda that does go out
and nothing,
by Amy.
but nothing is on the ones I received.
Because there's stuff that's been continued, because if they make progress in cleaning the property, they're removed from the agenda.
They
And the
are,
only thing left is the both zoning board and board of adjustments
they are.
that's on there. So as they make progress for permits to improving their properties, there's nothing on the code
I
enforcement
understand
agenda.
all of that.
Joe,
I would like to get notice on the ones that are cited. The
But
way,
you want progress of.
no, I don't need the
actions.
progress, I just need to know who was cited. And then who's going to the meeting, and if they're no longer on the list, I know that they came into compliance.
We can simply get, the clerk to forward you information.
I would, that's the way it was.
We can get that done.
Cause I think the agendas don't note the names of the parties who are being cited,
What's the address?
right?
Mhm.
Or it's not even that anymore. I know we get that in the separate packet, it just says that we're having a hearing. Does that have that?
It should be on there.
But what she does, and I can mention to her, make myself know, she does an agenda up as she cites someone, but then if someone comes into compliance, like the next week, she takes it off. So
Yes.
you're wanting
I
an
can, I can
agenda,
understand that.
are you wanting the agenda?
I just
She
wanna know
sends it out
what's,
to.
I wanna know what's
magistrate?
being done. I want to know what's being done. If someone is cited, yes.
So I'll ask her maybe to
Be-
leave
because it
everyone
might
on
be-
the agenda until meeting day and then send the final
And
agenda.
then they normally do is take them off the list or black them out or something,
to remove.
take them to compliance. I would appreciate it.
I'll make.
well, they're in compliance, they're in an ordinance.
Thank you so much. Don't tell me this, and if they come in compliance, you just take them off. Because I have not seen anything that, what's the name? What's our attorney's name? The court enforcement and,
You talking about the magistrate?
yeah, the magistrate,
Lynette.
Lynette. I just didn't know what was going on with her.
Can I just ask just for clarification, because those who come into compliance with the court, they're not even raised, the issue's not raised at law enforcement.
They're not raised at the magistrates. meeting either. Before they get to.
Right, if it's already settled, and the only people we have going forth are the ones who haven't addressed the
It's
issues.
the same thing.
That's who you want, is who actually is going forward.
Yeah, and yeah, understands.
Gotcha.
We take.
But Shirley, got anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
It's an equipment. I'm asking until we get it.
It's supposed to be early May.
Okay, early May. So, early May, and then that'll take time, about how long? I just wondered if it'll be there for
They
June.
themselves are installing it, so they'll probably install it in like a day or two. It won't take long.
I was just wondering if it might be available June 19th.
With the early
You do your
meeting, I
best.
would say yes, but I can't guarantee it.
Right.
It's out of my hands.
It'll be
Like,
close to that.
I could give them a this and it's all in my hands that they emailed me either, I can't remember if it's Friday or yesterday. Like I
Okay.
said, early May.
Thank you. 8th Street. I don't even know how the traffic is flowing on 8th Street. Did you ever go back? Somewhere, I don't-
98.
Off of 98, that the ones by the store.
Right, that was sad, like the old line.
The laundromat.
This side, let's get one on this side.
There's,
I know there's lots of constantly lots
It's the
of
one just
visitors.
before you get to the.
and
Season.
Yeah.
Yeah, season on this side. Yeah.
you just have to drive by 8th Street and you'll understand.
That down, I didn't know what the name of it was.
So you mean it like it's overgrown?
It's,
Like
it's,
there's like a fence or something?
it's like someone just took something and just look at it yourself and you can decide. Other than that, thank you all for the good job you're doing.
Landry.
My turn.
Yes, ma'am.
I looked at the budget comparison that you sent out. And I noticed that all of our utility services are doing well, holding their own, doing good. The general fund, not so much. So, and I'm sure the hurricane expenses is part of that. But thank you for the report.
Yes.
I noticed, at the Dollar General on 221, they have a trash receptacle out near the back of their property. And there was trash all around the bottom of it. On the ground, it was full, and then there was trash all around, and bless her heart, some employee was out there trying to pick it up and put it in there, but there's nowhere to put it because it was full. And I'm just wondering, can we get larger receptacles or more than one receptacle where we've got businesses that overflow their
Is it deep south or
receptacles?
ours?
I don't know.
Was it a dumpster?
Sanitation?
Yes, it is a
Yeah,
dumpster.
they need to call deep south and order another one or big one. But Bruce might need to go take a visit.
Yeah, Miss, my mind, because this woman was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so. I
think
will
it was,
call Deep South tomorrow, just so you all know, the one you were talking about earlier, part of their issue. That, we have a few around town, they don't do their bill, like to pay their bill, and that's why.
Okay,
I will call Deep South tomorrow. To find
okay.
out.
Well, it's been cleaned up. I rode by there a day or two later and it
They
was
may
all
have
cleaned
paid
up.
and then
Yeah.
They sent.
But Bruce might need to go code enforce it because then they might have to suck it up and order a larger
Right,
dumpster if that's what they need.
right.
How often do they pick up?
It depends on what they.
What they pay
It's not
for.
gonna be once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 5 days a week.
Yeah, it's all, and that's just it, the business can dictate the number of times and the size of the
Right.
container, and both are solutions, but they might need to get nudged.
Have we made any progress on the once a week pickup? Are we looking into it, and making estimates or anything like that?
Good.
I know you got a lot on your plate.
Once a week. Meet for residential. Once a week.
It won't work.
I got people very much against it.
It'll work for me, but not
I got people
everyone
very
else.
much against it.
Mm-hmm.
Same of people maybe.
It would be appropriate to discuss that probably in budget time here in a couple months, and, your landfill would probably be about the same. But, you know, maybe be a 40% savings.
40% is a pretty good percentage.
Yeah, it is, yeah, because then that manpower's go to something else.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna go to cleaning up the neighborhood.
That's
That's trash is gonna be everywhere.
Unless we
Once
give
it's
them
outside.
another,
Yeah, exactly, because that's what they're gonna
And the
start
dog
doing,
gets
and the
it.
dog's gonna get into it, and
unless we give them garbage.
Yes.
so we're charging them for that.
Well, I sent you all that email.
Mhm.
Now, we mentioned, it. Remember I sent you that email to Deep South, said that they could do the dumpsters. And it'd be $350 every time they pulled one, if we got.
That's for the
He
couches.
said that's at 3, and we did put them in 3 different locations in the city. So, that's, when do you want to pull the trigger on that?
I'm ready when it's in there.
How tall is dumpsters are you talking about? How tall are they?
He said they're the construction dumpsters.
4 foot?
And the big heavy doors open up so that you can walk into it. And I believe Councilman Diane says, can someone get locked in there? No, because it's an open top. But this way you don't have to try to throw a refrigerator like a basketball and, so you can just push it in there.
What do you just, think really need to think about that?
I think a child could still get,
But then you have construction dumpsters everywhere. And they're open like that because
That might be a citizens task force, what's on task force. That was come up with some of that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into, that's gonna be a 2-hour talk about it, too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but John, did you say you'd had several phone calls in favor of it?
Anyway, I thought it was in favor of handwritten notes.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Well, that's why I asked, where are we, what's been done, so.
try getting one and see how it works because nobody can get trapped in there because it's open. At the top, just, it's the same thing if you have, same thing all these roofers are using to dump the stuff in. I mean,
if it meant a 4-foot dumpster, I could probably get trapped in there, so I probably couldn't get out.
well, Ward, you're special.
Yes. I can get my head above it, that's about all I can do. But, anyway, that's gonna be a whole other conversation by itself. So, Sandra, you have anything else? Anita?
Yes. I was approached yesterday by a citizen that told me that she come up here about 2 o'clock yesterday to pay her water bill. And she was instructed by one of the young ladies in there that they were no longer accepting any money because cutoff day was today. So the lady wouldn't even take her money. Yeah, and she also told them that it was in writing that we could no longer take money the day before cutoff day. And I was like,
No,
that is not true.
no.
Yes. Yeah.
We don't get-
That's what I told her. I said, especially if it's cash.
I mean, that's the whole thing about, getting them in here on time. I don't
Exactly.
want to turn them off. It's a hassle.
She left a message for you to call her, but she said she never got a return call.
Where did she leave this message?
No, she left it for John to call her. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't care about me saying who she
Can you
is.
get,
It's Nelly's Walker's niece, Khalil. Her and Nelly come up here to pay the bill and one of the employees told her that they were not gonna take the money because it was cut off. And this was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon when she come to pay her bill.
She get cut off.
No, she didn't get cut off because she went back home and she paid online. Because she refused to
But
take her
that doesn't
money.
make sense because we don't get the money for 24 hours.
I'm just telling you what was told to me.
Something's kind of confused in that story.
And she was talked to very, I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what was told to me. If this happens, it needs to be corrected. We should not be talking to our constituents like that because we all in this room gotta understand that those constituents are worth paying salaries.
Amen.
So we shouldn't be talking to ones like that. If it's going on, I'm not accusing anybody. But she wants to talk with you about it, John. I wouldn't, like I say, I'm just telling you what was told to me.
Well, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that being said, but we'll ask.
Yeah, because I was surprised. I'm like, oh, and you had cash? And she was like, yes. And she said, she told me that she was not taking my money. She had it, she come to that door, but it was locked. She came around, she came inside the city doors and she straight up refused to take her money.
that sound right?
It
Yeah,
really
right.
doesn't sound right.
I'm just telling you what was
Maybe,
told.
I'm saying maybe it did. I wasn't there, so.
Yeah, me either. So,
And they may have thought that not accepting any payments meant. I don't know, I'm not going to.
No, I don't want, I'm not gonna quarterback anything. I just want you to talk to
Yeah.
me, John.
Yeah, look into them, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can we start by closing these restrooms at night?
We can talk about that.
Yes, because I went and done a study for myself. And I went to every restroom it's mainly happening on the weekends. They are disgusting. And I know on the weekends, we can't do anything about it, but it's mainly. I don't know how to put this. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's mainly people that are not having anywhere to live that is doing the damage. And we're getting a lot of damage done to these restrooms,
We have-
especially the City Park and Rosehead.
We talked about this morning.
Mm-hmm. So if we can we start by get the problem corrected and start by locking them at night? Because COVID is COVID. It's just a coming cold now, so.
We talked about solutions to reinforce those doors, because if we lock them, they're just kicking them in.
Mhm.
So we talked about solutions this morning on how to reinforce those doors,
Okay,
and we're gonna pursue that.
okay.
Don't you all lock the ones at Lockridge and Jerkins? You used to,
Fire department.
Yes,
That-
we
that's
do.
what, that's, I'm talking to him.
We did, but we closed them because the city decided, I think it was before John's time, but they decided that it was costing too much money to keep replacing the doors, because they were just kicking down the doors, and busting the doors and all, and then busting everything inside, so.
Not Lockridge and Jerkins.
Yeah, it's all over.
That. I know the
It's all
city
the
and,
parts, they do it all of it. If it's not a concrete building with metal doors, and they still gonna try to get in them. So, I mean, it's a
Jamie, can't we put cameras on
thing.
the outside?
We've been exploring camera options as
a
well.
long time.
It's not cheap,
Mhm.
and that's, we're trying to find the best deal for the city.
So.
Until we get the doors built better,
Mhm.
you're gonna have the same problems. You're just gonna keep more money in the doors and everything else that they tearing up in there, so.
And the other thing is, there's no running water at the restrooms at Jerkins. One of the men's restroom, it doesn't even have a knob to turn it on. And it's been like that, I know myself, for about 3 months.
Is the little stem still there?
Yeah, the stem's there, it's just the
Don't have a knob on it.
knob to turn it. And it's not any running water there, the commode is running, but you don't have any water coming from the faucet. Do we know how long we've been had that problem?
I didn't know about that one. Curtis is supposed to check all the bathrooms at least twice a week. And he's, I didn't know about it. I'll check it out tomorrow.
Okay. All right, that was it for me.
Very good. Thank y'all for everything.
Now, you got another meeting.
That's good. Start getting you right.
Shirley said she should be here.
Oh, this meeting here, I won't be able to.
That means.
Did you get a point?